Welcome to American Kail-Silat. Today, I have with me Mr. Simon Burgess.
Hello.
Simon is from London, England, and he's in America to investigate some Eskrima and also some Muay Thai, which brings us to the New York's finest karate academy. Jonas Nunez, who has taken over what used to be the Aaron Banks Karate School, is also teaching Muay Thai, and I think that's going to be exciting for you today. You'll be seeing a brand new art. So join us, won't you? Hi.
How you doing, Greg?
Good. Yourself? I'd like to introduce a friend of mine, Simon Burgess from London, England.
How you doing?
This is Jonas Nunez, who has recently taken over the Aaron Banks Karate School.
Oh, good.
And now it's the New York's finest karate academy. Jonas, it's a pleasure to see you here today. And I want to introduce some people to perhaps Muay Thai and some of the other arts that you're studying. And as a matter of fact, why don't we go over here right now and talk about it?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Great. Well, it's really great to be here.
Thank you.
We are here in New York. You know, there is such a variety of everything in New York, and there also is a variety of martial arts. This used to be Aaron Banks Karate School. It is now the school of Jonas Nunez, New York's finest karate academy. Jonas, how long have you actually been here at this school now?
Well, at this location, we've been here actually 4 months now, Greg. We've been renovating. It's actually cost us like a $200,000 renovation. It's a very popular spot here, the only school in Midtown, you know, Manhattan, located on Broadway. So it's a very popular spot.
That's 1717 Broadway, and that's 54th Street, right on the corner of 54th Street. What's the phone number, Jonas? Let them have the phone number.
It's area code,
sure.
It's area code 212-245-8055.
And Jonas, how long have you been in martial arts yourself?
Okay. Well, Greg, I've been in the martial arts now for 25 years. I started at the age of 5 years old.
Wow, I wish I started at the age of 5. I didn't get introduced to martial arts until I was 28. But you're doing a lot of different arts. One of the arts I know that Simon has been interested in is the Muay Thai. And you're also doing that?
Sure, definitely. The Muay Thai boxing, it's a Thailandese form of martial art, full contact kickboxing. And it's a very popular sport right now in America, and it's taking a national trend right now.
And are there fights being set up now in America?
Exactly. Right now, with the main fights in the main state of California, a lot of the fights, like Benny the Jet Urquidez is promoting a lot of fights, the World Karate Association, the International Kickboxing Federation, and also Master Shiroshet, who's now the National Thai Boxing, President of the United States right now.
Right. And is there an organisation being set up now to try and promote the art and to sort of handle the fight side of things?
Sure, Master Cyril said, and a couple of promoters, especially in California, it's the first legitimate state where it's, full contact Thai boxing is being practiced and promoted.
That's good.
What other arts are you teaching at your school?
Okay, basically I teach a Japanese style of karate. It's really Okinawan, but most people just generalize it as a Japanese style. It's a Shindo-ryu. It's a North branch of Shorin-ryu karate. And I combine it with a lot of realistic combat forms, especially Western boxing and the Muay Thai kickboxing. We do the traditional forms of kata, weaponry from the Japanese styles, but when it comes to the actual fighting stances and fighting techniques for the street, we use the Muay Thai and a lot of Western boxing.
That's great. I understand one of the other arts that you're going to offer very soon is the eskrima. Eskrima, and that's why I brought a very special pair of sticks for you. And I hope that you'll hang them in the school and let everybody see.
Great.
These are
Thank you very much.
hand sticks, and I think that you'll enjoy them.
Thank you very much.
Joe, do you think you could show some of your Muay Thai techniques?
Sure, definitely. There's no problem. We'll go over some of the basic principles and basic techniques of Muay Thai boxing.
You know what I would like to do, actually, though, Simon and Jonas, if that's all right with you, is to really let everybody see what you're doing in the school and maybe demonstrate some of the other arts that you're doing here as well. You know, can we do that today?
Sure.
Great. That sounds great. So why don't we do that?
Bow. Okay. Hands out. Okay. 20 circles in front. Ready? Go. H. Knee. Soul. Chi. Go. Rope. Six. Head. Shoot. 2. 3. Soul. Chi. Go. Rope. Six. Head. Go. Knee. Back. H. Knee. Soul. Chi. Go. Rope. Six. Head. Shoot. 2. Hips. Leg rotation. Ready? Hands. Cube. June, Yahweh, H, knee, soul, chi, go, hook, siege, hands. Okay, we're going to start off with the diamond push-ups to build up the tricep area. Diamond push-ups, down to the chest and up. So from here, we're going to bring them down to the chest, up, down, and up. Okay, down, both times, feet straight out. Go. Straight out. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, stay down. 10, 11, 12, stay down. Each knee. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, stay 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Bob. Here, keep it flat, toes up, we're going to bring it all the way down, switching it out, 20 seconds. Side leg stretch, 20 seconds. We'll go down the line, something lots of count. 1.
Yeah, whoa. This is like fighting competition. Most of them are fighting or forms or
Fighting, forms, full contact, weaponry.
Too bad they don't have any full contact weapons. Of course, now they do. They scream at us. Well, this is an unusual trophy. What was this one for?
I won that. I won 78 on the New York boxing lightweight championship.
Oh, this one, I think I remember this one. This one was one that we were competing together in.
Sure, that was a national tournament. NASCAR made an aim in the weapons division, big weapons competition.
That's right.
You and I came out on top.
That's right. You were first, I was second. And I remember I had a playoff on the second place, too.
Sure.
Yeah. And you got some medals here, too?
Sure.
Great. Right. Terrific. And more on the other side, and more up here. How many trophies have you ever counted?
Well, basically, it's around 450 trophies out of 16 years of professional karate competition.
That's incredible. Some of them bigger than everybody.
I won 2 age-group trophies.
Is that one of them?
One tournament here, show one in the corner and one here. Won the weapons grand championship and fighting grand championship.
So you took the first place in forms competition as well as fighting?
I won a total of 6 trophies that day.
That's
It's not a hard training, but you know.
Oh, you know how it is, yeah. It takes a lot of work. It doesn't happen overnight, sure. A lot of people come into martial arts and I think they think there should be instant learning. And, well, in a way there is instant learning because you can learn and you can develop yourself. But to really develop yourself, it takes time. And, you know, I'm sure there are many times when you work the whole night long, just practicing all night long.
Sure, in many years it becomes a lifetime goal of commitment because basically to perfect an art, which is an art, martial arts is an art, you have to be a perfectionist in your art. You have to train many hours, sacrifice a lot socially, you know, sometimes even economically a lot. Traveling to tournaments and going back and forth, and a lot of times we don't have national sponsors to, you know, go about the sport.
That's what they say about martial arts, and I guess about martial artists, that sacrifice is the way, because you have to give up from yourself, you know, and when you do, other people, I think, begin to appreciate it, and they begin to appreciate your talent, because it doesn't come overnight. It takes years and years of training. I know a lot of times I would stay in the school all night long. My wife was wondering where I am. So I said, they're practicing the whole thing. I know you've done the same thing.
It becomes an obsession for us, you know.
Yeah.
We train and train and train to perfect something, and then just like a professional dancer, musician, whatever, an artist in general, and to hit the pinnacle of competition at the top, like you and I have done and established in our national tournaments, you have to stay up there because somebody's always training just as hard to knock us right off.
Knock you right off. Yeah. Well, that's one thing about being on the top. You know, you can always look down to see who's coming.
Exactly. But again, it requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of training, a lot of hours that we give up. You know, families and, like you said, your wife and a lot of, you know, social time.
Well, I see too that the students that you've had and you know that work out, I know they must be doing the same thing because you know, to have a teacher who passes on the right elements of practice and spiritual training and philosophy, really begin to understand the martial arts. And I think that's what they're really doing at New York's Finest, is they're really giving you a firm and full understanding of what the martial arts is about.
Yeah, the main thing, Greg, is foundation. Traditional foundation, not as far as just physical skills. Again, I always stress the spiritual and mental skills too. You know, it's a family here, whether black, white, Spanish, Oriental. We have proper foundation as far as the family foundation. Martial artists are all family, regardless of all styles.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. I've received a letter, as a matter of fact, from one gentleman who had said to me the same thing. He says, if you're studying martial arts, no matter you come from karate or eskrima, you're my brother in the arts, and that's what it's about. And it's really nice. It's been a privilege for me to meet as many people as I have, especially people like yourself who are interested in promoting the martial arts, because You know, especially in the streets of New York, you need it. You know, there are 6,000 less policemen out there now, and people really have to have something that they can use to protect themselves. And it's nice to have something that is like martial arts, where you can, you know, really become progressive. Because when we look at the martial arts, we always think that it's something that's a way of life. It's going to help you later on as you begin to grow and progress. So, well, let's take a look at some of the forms now and some of the other things that we're going to do at New York's finest Karate Academy here on Broadway. I'd like to share a little form with you, solo baston. We call solo baston single stick. And of course, it may look like a stick, but it's rattan, and it's really a weapon. It's a very unusual kind of weapon because it's designed to protect an individual. That is to say that even a samurai sword will not penetrate this particular piece of wood. You can hack through it, but you can't just cut through it. And that's why we introduce it as a self-protecting art, because we practice to protect ourselves, our family, and people who can't protect themselves. So I'd like to share with you a form, solo baston.
That's good. We got all kinds of people here, from doctors, lawyers, models. Miss Santiago right here is a model.
Yeah?
Herself, yeah. He trains and stuff like that. Good.
You had to use it?
1, 2, 3. Tell me about it.
What happened? What happened? What was the situation?
Well, I jog in Central Park sometimes. A lot of times during the day, I'm played pretty safe, but I had to encounter an incident one day.
Yeah.
This guy tried to grab me and drag me into the bushes off the road. Yeah, but he didn't succeed.
Good.
I'm glad that
You remember your place?
took this training, because if I didn't know what I learned here,
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, you know.
Shame you had to use it, but good that you knew it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That's good. Not bad, not bad.
And then basically what we concentrate is on a lot of stretching, especially on the hip area and the groin area.
Yeah. And are these exercises that you've done all the time in your training, or are these
Yeah,
things
we
you
do them
take
all the
from
time.
Other
And
systems?
exactly, and as we believe a lot in calisthenics.
Yeah.
Strong body is very important. As best fit as you are
Yeah.
in any sport is very important. It's very important. Okay, the exercises build a lot of upper body strength, which is very important in the karate, and the stretching also emphasizes the other part of the martial arts, which is flexibility.
Yeah.
So it gives you that balance. We even have it from all ages, from tiny tots to 60 years old. Michael Hanrahan, he's been competing on the circuit as a peewee and a junior for a couple of years already. He's amassed over 150, 200 trophies in competition.
Catching you up on the trophies.
Oh yeah, he's done pretty well. It reminds us when we were little guys training, but it's the best time when they start here when they're young. They train, they have good discipline, they do well in school, and they're physically fit, and have something constructive as far as martial arts to do. It's very important.
What do most students join for? Do they join to go through the ranks?
Well, a lot of them join for different reasons, but the main one is self-defense for this one. Since we are in the cities of New York, and we're not in the suburbs of Connecticut, crime is very evident in newspapers every day, so most people do join for the self-defense aspect of it. But a lot of people here too, just to get in good shape, and just to know something, just in case. But the primary reason that they join is self-defense. But through self-defense practice, they learn other principles and other values, when you come to the martial arts. Because a lot of people come here with anger, they've been mugged, they've had something bad happen to them, and they want to let out that anger. They want to learn how to fight, and they want to do something with this martial art. And later on, they just learn more about themselves. They learn how to become more peaceful, more harmonious, because when you train and you develop an art or a skill, how to take away a life. It's so it's easy to hurt somebody and to take away a life, but the hardest is to heal and to give life. So that's very important.
That's a nice
you learn that,
philosophy.
Good, and you learn that through the martial arts training. And most people find themselves here in the martial arts school itself. That's very important. That's the spiritual part of the martial arts.
And is there anyone else in your family who's been into the karate? Or?
Well, basically, my younger brothers used to study karate, but my father used to be a South American boxing champion. He's from Chile. Yeah, South American. He used to be a boxing champion back in the 1940s. And then he's the one who promoted me and inspired me to go into martial arts training. He wanted me to become a boxer when I was younger, But they wouldn't take me in at boxing school, so the next best thing, he threw me into martial arts training. And I've been addicted ever since. 25 years, 25 long years.
You must have been.
Without martial arts, this is a part of my life. I would not survive. I would not, do anything. Without martial arts, I can't conceive, see myself, or conceive it of doing anything else. I love the martial arts. Because I feel, the presence in me. I know what it's done for me. It's my way of getting naturally high.
So how long were you studying before you became a black belt?
Okay, I was studying, I started at the age of 5. I started with Shaolin Kempo. And then I got into another different style, Chinese Kempo. Then I started Taekwondo, and I studied Shotokan Karate. And I've been studying Shunryu for the last 16 years. And I received my black belt, my first degree black belt when I was 14 years old. Inside here we have Gogen Yamaguchi, which is primary founder. He was direct descendant of Shogun Miyagi, who was the head of the Goju system. Okay, which is one of the systems that introduced fighting into the Japanese tournament circuit. He introduced fighting as a sport. And then here on our left-hand side, we have Genshin Funakoshi, which actually introduced karate to the island of Japan from Okinawa. The primary art was Okinawa Te, and Genshin Funakoshi introduced the actual karate do to Japan. And then you can see various weapons that we have. And we have the flags, the American flag and the Japanese flag, just as far as tradition to honor.
Now we're going to come in here using the hips inside, and we land right here. In case of an attack, you can always follow up straight through, and then we'll just bring it back. 1, 2. Now we're coming on the inside, from the outside, inside, and back. Okay, just remember, if you land, you can always counter with a side kick, or you can break the knee, or you can spin around and kick back right into the body. Ready? 6. Turn and kick. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, can destroy the knees. Again, the knees are also part of the leg foundation, the body. From here, 1, 2, and coming up with a short side kick to the knee. Coming up, knee comes up with the blade of the foot, stomping down to break. And back. 1, 2, strike. Straight down. Side kick to the knee. Ready? Right leg back. Man can't fight you if he can't walk. Ready? 1. Stay out. Good. 2. He's going to do, get in the fighting position. Step up, hook kick, step up, do it slowly, kicking around, coming back, 1, 2. Straight inside. One more time. And Michael demonstrated a little slowly because when we're coming around with the heel, it's to hit the side of the jaw and take the head off. Okay, so stepping up, hook kick, around, landing, 1, 2. Now we'll do it a little fast. Hook. And bring it back. Hook kick, 1, 2. The Thais, besides just regular boxing, are known for their elbow strikes to the face. Very important because in case they miss with the hand, they strike with the forearm or the elbow, which is allowed in the sport of Thai boxing. I've been involved in the martial arts, like I said, 25 years or stuff like that. And I trained in a lot of traditional karate, but I also was exposed at the age of 14 to a boxing gym. I trained a lot in boxing. I fought in Golden Gloves. I won a silver medal in the Golden Gloves since 1978. And I found that the boxing was more realistic to me as far as hand techniques on in-close fighting. Okay, I also studied a little wrestling in college, and I noticed that the grappling was good. So when Bruce Lee came out with a lot of this stuff, he was innovative as far as he was 20 years ahead of his time, which fascinated me a lot since I'm a fighter. Not only have weapons and combat, but I'm also a fighter, and I love full contact fighting. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, a lot of schools don't train in the full contact fighting simply because of the risk injury involved. They might lose a lot of students. But if you're training 20 years of karate, if you're paying whatever, 50 up to the karate prices range from $50 a month to $100 to $150 a month, and if you're investing into that type of money, into a knowledge of an art that you're going to learn to protect yourself on the street, you might as well learn the right thing and the real thing. And